The idea of dressing up and throwing paint at a bunch of buddies is just the kind of action-packed adventure that hits the spot for little kids and big kids. Yes, paintball is for many of us the ideal way to let off steam.
Have you ever been hit by a paintball?
No.
Takes your breath away. And there are lots of companies offering the same experience. So how can you distinguish the brilliant from the bad?
Take the International Paintball Group. It claims to be a world leader, which sounds pretty darn good. But is it really? Jill investigates.
Life jacket? Yep.
This is Chris. Schoolboy, laser tag pro.
Easy.
And this is me, Fair Go reporter, laser tag first timer.
Not so easy.
Still, it's game on. Because there's nothing Chris loves more than a good battle.
I like it when I shoot people because it feels like you're in a real war.
And try as he might, he can't get his mum to play.
I'm always worried about I get hurt.
A little ironic, because now she's the one with a real fight on her hands. With International Paintball Group, also known as IPG.
Problem is we think we being misled.
Paintball's a bit like laser tag, but with paint. And somehow it's really popular. But there are lots of companies vying for customers. Some, like Asylum, don't feel they need to do the hard sell. But others, like IPG, well, they're in malls up and down the country trying to drum up more business.
This is the best deal you'll find.
Fairgo tackled IPG Paintball a few years ago and found, yep,
You won't be able to find anything cheaper.
their pricing can be complicated and misleading, a view backed up by others.
The Commerce Commission has twice investigated IPG and warned it once.
Despite this, we've had heaps more complaints about IPG, saying it's a complete rip-off. But Annie's complaint isn't about pricing. It's about hidden restrictions when trying to use one of IPG's so-called deals.
When we bought the tickets and when we want to use it, it's just cannot be used.
She purchased the tickets in Hamilton's Chartwell Mall. They were valid for 1 year.
I saw the promotion picture. I thought, oh, my Chris will love it. So I thought I can buy the 10 session and bring the kids together with him to play together.
Annie says she was clearly told,
You can use it in 1 year, any day, any time, except Christmas Day.
got that? Any day except Christmas Day. This was important for Annie because weekends were no good for her. Still, that left heaps of other days to choose from.
We want to choose a date during the week, during the school holiday.
But when she rang to book a month or so later,
They say no, only weekend.
unless she could round up 20 people to play, she'd only bought 10 tickets. And so began Annie's battle for what's right. Let's say this is Annie, and this is IPG. Annie thought her best shot was to make her way back to the mall to make sure she had proof of what she was told, a recording.
Any day, the only day you can't play is Christmas.
Do I need to get 10 or 20 people to use the tickets?
There is no minimum number. You can even go by yourself if you want to, because there are going to be other people to play with you.
And she just told me what I've been told last year. Exactly what I've been told.
But Annie says IPG refused to back down. So she said fine, she'd surrender, no paintball. But she would like a refund. However, she says IPG shot down that request too.
You can only get a refund after you bought the tickets 10 days within that period. After that, no refund for you.
That's when Annie went for the big guns. That's us.
I go to Fair Go not only because I want a refund. I just want people to know this kind of company, when they do the business, they don't tell you the truth. And when the problem coming, they don't want to sort it out before it's getting bigger and serious.
And we got serious. We fired off a phone call. Actually, call after call and email after email.
Finally, IPG did offer Annie a refund, but too late. Annie says it's not about the money anymore. She doesn't want their money. What she wants is answers, and so do we. What we want to know is, why is IPG misleading customers? But despite the weeks that we've given them, we've had no explanation whatsoever. So we feel they're shooting themselves in the foot, because now our advice would be to avoid IPG altogether and go and play paintball with someone else.
Yeah, IPG. Just in case you're watching from Australia, nice to have you on the show, but why don't you come and give us some of your answers about how you are selling your products? And as for you guys in New Zealand, what can you do about it? Well, in this case, not much, unfortunately, but it's the same old thing. Do your research and make sure you spend money with companies that look after their customers.
Yes, absolutely. With a head office in Australia, it certainly makes it much harder to get answers. But good on you, Annie, for refusing to take the refund and wanting to highlight the issue instead.